Hello and welcome to this video. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels, and what we're going to do today is a year overview of 2026. So I'm really excited about this. It's going to bring in guidance about your twin flame journey, but also your life in general. So we're going to connect with tarot and angel cards to bring in guidance and energy around the month itself, January right through to December, and see what's going on. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So yes, this is going to be about your love life and some guidance for your journey and anything you can perhaps expect to happen, prepare for. But it's also going to cover anything else you need to know. So it may bring in guidance about your job, career, money, lifestyle, other things you've got going on. So we're going to go through each month, month by month, and bring in some messages. So you may want to save this in your playlist so you've got it for the year. So perhaps, at the end of February, you can perhaps tap in and see what is coming in March, or perhaps have a look at what happened in February, it resonated with you. Or you may want to just get a little notepad and journal down bullet points for each month so you've got an idea of what's going on. And if you would like a personalised version of this reading, you can email me and I'll give you the price for that. And I'm going to be doing that throughout January too. So let's do it then. So we're going to start then with January. So this month ahead of January, what's the general energy? So we're going to start with the tarot. I'm going to show you the cards I'm using actually. I'm going to bring in the Romance Angels Oracle, the Gilded Tarot, the Journey to Union Oracle, the messages from your angels, and my deck, the Twin Flame Answers and Illumination. So what's going on? So what's the energy, please, angels, for January 2026? What's the energy? Okay, so we've got the King of Swords. So two things coming through from this. You may be in your head about something you're working out, something you're thinking about, something you are wanting to do. But you may be in the planning phase. Now, this could be if you're thinking about changing your job or changing your home, or perhaps you're thinking of moving, or it could be your person who's a little bit in their head still, because they are perhaps planning how to move forward towards you after Christmas time, how to approach you, what to do next. They may be in their head working out what decisions they need to make about changes they need to make in their life. So I feel that someone is in their head during January. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you, but there are changes. So this is about planning and processing. And when there's planning and processing going on, people can pull back and be a bit distant. So don't worry if there's any distance or silent times or things feel a bit cool, because they are working out their next steps. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign as well, but I feel this is very much about being in the mind, okay, thinking, processing, working things out. So let's have a look at that generally. What does this mean in general terms? What's this in general terms? So we've got opal and we've got celeste. Now, you may want to actually use opal crystal. It may be something that benefits you. And celeste is also like celestial events as well. So this is a very spiritual thing, thinking about the spiritual path and how to move forward. This can also be connected with family and children. So, for example, if your person is a mum or a dad and they've got kids, they may be working out what to do about that, especially if they want to be with you and they've perhaps got to leave a situation. They're thinking about that, or maybe they're thinking about having children with you or moving to be with you or making some changes. So in general, if this is about you, you may be thinking about your kids if you've got them, what's best for them. Or you may be thinking about starting a family and what that means for you. You may even be thinking about a move or a change, or moving your job, or relocating, or doing something different. So I feel the new year is bringing in the opportunity for a new beginning or a fresh start in some way. So Celeste says a happy move to a new home or place of employment is on the horizon. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So obviously this new year is ushering in positive new energy, but there's an opportunity for a change. So your person could even be in their head thinking about moving to you, to be with you, to have a new life with you. And if there's children involved, they could be thinking about how to approach that with them, or what that means for them, depending on how old they are and what they really want to do in their life, because they want a new beginning. So this is a bit like them being rebirthed in a way to start again. So they are becoming the child in a way, growing and learning. or your children on earth and in heaven are happy and healthy and well cared for by God and the angels. So it's about recognizing that if there's a new beginning, everyone involved will be okay. But ultimately, this could be a change that brings in happy news and success. So I feel January, whatever's going on, is going to lead to success. So let's bring in a card from the Romance Angel. So what's the message for January, please, angels? We've got 2 cards, very soon and free yourself. Now, this could also be your person working out how to free themselves of a situation. And this is what they're going to do very soon. This could be why they're thinking about their kids, if there is kids, or starting a family if they want one with you, or moving towards you. Perhaps they've got to leave where they are to actually have a new beginning with you. So very soon they're going to free themselves. And this could be you freeing yourself as well from something you're in your head about. So if you're in a karmic relationship, for example, maybe you know now after Christmas it's time to end that. They could be thinking about that too. Or it could be about freeing yourself up from anything you feel trapped in, like a job or something else you're doing. So it's time to take back control of your life, to free yourself, so you clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So I've got this decision energy coming around January, making a decision to move forward. So I'm feeling this in a positive way. So how does that affect your twin flame journey? Knowing you're on the right path. So in January, you're on the right path. You may be seeing 717. Use gratitude to boost your mood. Now this is beautiful because I've just actually done a 40 days of gratitude series on the channel for Angel Seeker level members, and I'm starting on the 1st of January a new series called A Magnificent Start. So, and that's all about being grateful, using focused gratitude to uplift your energy. So it would be a great thing to do if you're thinking about becoming a member, or if you are already a member, maybe upgrading to Angel Seeker, or if you are an Angel Seeker, make sure you watch A Magnificent Start because it's going to help you to start the year in power. So gratitude is going to boost your power. So if you start a gratitude journal today, and as you move forward into the new year, you're going to feel much better about things. You're going to get excited. You're going to bring magic in your life. Beauty's going to come in. And you're going to have many, many dream visits during this month and astral travel. So your person is going to be coming to you in dreams and telling you what their intentions are. And their intentions are to free themselves very soon to have a new beginning with you. And this is what you both want. So you're going to receive lots of confirmation from the universe in your dreams that you're on the right path. What else does this mean for your connection? Winter. So obviously it is the winter for many of us watching. So January is winter. It's the winter month. It's the season. We've just had the winter solstice. So obviously it depends where you are in the world, but if things are cold, because I'm seeing winter first of all as in if things are cool between you, don't panic or worry about that. Use gratitude instead. Focus on filling up your own cup, because in the silence the magic happens. The separation is the preparation. The delay creates the way. You're not being rejected, you're being redirected to something better. And that's definitely what I'm connecting with. It's like the planning phase of how to make changes or move forward. Now that Christmas is done, it's like, let's do something about this then. So the winter is also the season. So it could be that you are perhaps going in hermit mode a little bit, working on you a bit more, focusing on what you want. So you could definitely be in planning phase because of that. Because in the winter months, in the cold months, we kind of want to hibernate and not really go out and do stuff. So this is very much about connecting with your own self, calling on your angels, perhaps meditating, doing things for you. But ultimately, I feel January is going to be a powerful month, a month that's going to bring in lots of change moving forward. So I'm putting the cards back on the decks because I'm going to use the same decks, and similar messages could come through, we'll see. So very interesting, exciting January that's going to set you up for what comes in. Okay, February. So what's the energy, please, angels, around February? Straight out. Now this is really powerful because the Queen of Pentacles, first of all, is someone very strong and independent. So you may be feeling that way in February. You may also be feeling confident. You've got the peacock around you as a spirit animal. And the peacock is reminding you to be confident in everything you're doing, because that's going to lead to success. Now I feel that some of you as well may increase your money during February. So you may have more money around you. You may be holding more money in your hands. You may have more coins. So that's always good. You may also have some kind of promotion or you may get some kind of other position in your job where you get more money, or maybe you become self-employed, or you do something more independently. But I feel you're going to be feeling a lot stronger. Not that you don't feel strong now. Give me a block there. But if there is any blocks in January, it feels like they are shifting out of the way. And I definitely feel for someone watching as well, because you've got the Hierophant in reverse. This is definitely releasing previous relationships. So you may feel independent for those of you perhaps who are in a relationship now. And I'm talking about like if you're in a karmic relationship, because you're freeing yourself of a commitment. You're freeing yourself of something you have been perhaps bound to. So this could be like a marriage that's now ending. So you may be becoming free from a marriage or a commitment or a living arrangement, or even from a job that you've perhaps felt married to in some way, or a situation that you've felt you've been bound to. You're releasing yourself from that to be free. Now this could also be what your person is doing, because remember this is a general energy, so they could also be freeing themselves up from a marriage or a commitment or a situation to become independent. And they are being given, and you're being given, the confidence to be able to do this with this peacock. So I feel the peacock is the spirit animal around February, guiding you to be confident in who you are and what you're doing, to find your own identity away from perhaps a relationship and do you. Now in twin flames as well, this could also be you finding your own way independently of your person. So you're kind of saying, I'm okay either way. When they come, they come. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's like you're being okay with the situation, and that's what moves everything forward for you. So you're more focused perhaps on your career in February, doing things you enjoy, your projects, your goals, than perhaps even thinking about commitment. And that's going to move it towards you, okay? Very interesting. So what else is happening in February? What else is happening in February? You could also be an earth sign or connected with an earth sign, but I feel it's more about grounding. Make sure you're grounding yourself as well, going for lots of walks if you can, calming your energy down, going in nature, just feeling better. We've got Ray. Now, the first thing I'm connecting with Ray is that you're like this ray of sunshine. You are a ray, like a beacon of light, and it attracts everything to you. The name Ray could be significant as well. Ray or Raymond for a guy, or even Ray for a lady. But the message says yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, to your peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. So make sure you are doing things that boost your mood. Exercise can also be spiritual exercises like daily gratitude, meditations, going for walks, doing things that calm your mind, listening to music, things that uplift you, or physical activity like stretching or doing a sport or even doing yoga or something like that. Maybe you want to start yoga in February. They show me hot yoga as well, things like that. So you may want to work more on your body. I feel you're feeling healthier in February as well, because you're becoming more aware of your own body and who you are, and you're feeling good. So yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. I love that for you. What else is coming in for you in February? What else is coming in for you in February? Romantic feelings. Wow, exploring your romantic feelings. I love this. So this could definitely be a huge message about your person opening up to you more, moving towards you, especially if they are becoming independent of it, other situation. They're able to explore their feelings, because it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it's very likely you're actually going to be able to be in contact in February and explore what you're both feeling. So if you haven't been intimate with each other, there may be some intimacy coming in, physical intimacy that perhaps has been repressed or held back until now. This is also about opening up to each other and telling each other how you really do feel, because your feelings are real. What you both feel for each other are real. They are worth exploring, and this is what you both know. So I feel February is a powerful month for you, especially because it's connected with the star in the tarot, which is hope, and being guided back together and things shifting into place. So what does this mean for your union? And you may have romantic feelings. If you're perhaps wanting to explore something with someone else, then you may feel that way for someone else, and you're being guided to explore those feelings. But I do feel it's for twin flames reuniting. But if you are watching this thinking, well, I want to know about new love, or there are definitely going to be opportunities to explore romance. So someone new could be coming in for you because you're feeling confident. Remember, you're feeling good. You could meet someone if you're starting something new, like a yoga. If you're going out and doing yoga, or you're going out and doing an exercise, or if you're playing a sport, or you may meet someone new. Yeah, look at this, communication ahead. So there's definitely communication coming in. Communication ahead could also be a symbol of what's coming in March, June, July. But I feel it's whatever's going on in your connection right now, you can expect communication. And it may be up to you what you do. So it's up to you perhaps what you do when this communication comes in. So I'm not necessarily feeling it's up to you to communicate. Obviously, you use your intuition and your own discernment with that. It's more likely it's up to you what happens when your person does come through and communicate to you. Or if someone perhaps asks you out on a date, it's up to you how you respond or what you decide to do. We've got wound clearing. So also some wound clearing coming because you're becoming more independent. So I'm definitely getting this, especially with releasing old relationships, clearing wounds around old relationships, finding your own identity again. Especially this is connected with them as well, if this is what they are doing, clearing up the past. So definitely a clearing of the past during February, feeling stronger, much more in control, and communication ahead, where you're going to be able to explore your romantic feelings because they are worth exploring and they are real. And this is all because you're feeling good, you're working on you. There could be lots of telepathic communication going on as well right now. I feel your third eye is also getting stronger. And your third eye is also open and aware of things you're being shown around you. So lots of hope. So you may even see yellow flowers, things like that. But I feel things you're seeing with your third eye, whether you have a vision, a dream, or you see something repetitively in your physical reality, is giving you hope that things are moving forward. And don't be surprised in February if you see lots of peacocks and you get increases in your money. I hope that helps, okay? Amazing. Okay, so moving towards March. What's the energy, please, angels, in March? What's the energy? Oh, wow. Coming up as the Queen of Wands. So feeling even more passionate in March. Now, I'm not surprised this has come out when in February you're feeling good about yourself. You're working on your body. You're working on your goals, your dreams. So in March, you're feeling even better. March is about feeling sexy in your skin, feeling good about yourself, feeling desirable, feeling desired. Especially if there's lots of passion going on in February. Even if you haven't had that yet, in March it's coming in. Because you're feeling sexy, you're feeling dynamic, you're feeling confident, you're feeling strong. So the peacock working with you in February has absolutely prepared you for what's coming in March. So you may be feeling like you're on fire in March, as in things are working out, business is going well, perhaps you're socialising more, you're feeling better, you could be having a hit up on social media, so perhaps people are perhaps interested in you. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go out and date everyone, but you've got interest around you. People want you, you feel good about yourself, and that's attracting in blessings, and your person is seeing you as hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. So there could be lots of Kundalini rising, feeling a lot of desire, feeling passionate about your goals and your dreams, just feeling good. Lots of fire energy movement happening here. You may be a fire sign or you may have fire in your chart, but this is more about you feeling good, feeling excited. And I feel your person is very drawn to you as well. They're also feeling all this desire for you. So things are definitely moving in the right direction in March. First card is, again, we've got opal. So there may even be opportunities to create children, because this is a fertile energy as well. So if you are wanting a family with your person, March could be a very fertile time for that to happen. This could even be an opportunity where some of you perhaps meet their kids, or you meet they meet your kids, or you're blending families in some way. That was a big fast Jeep going past. That could mean something to someone. So someone could even change their car. Maybe you buy like a car that's more family orientated, or you buy a Jeep. If someone wants to buy a Jeep, March could be when you do that. It says your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. And if anyone has lost a child, they are safe, by the way, in heaven. But this could well be about your children who are coming into your life, you know, that you're going to give birth to, or you're going to father or mother, coming like being protected right now. But I'm getting this fertile energy coming through with that card. And again, Celeste, these cards came through in January. So perhaps the things you were visualizing and wanting in January actually show up for you in March. A happy move to a new house or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So there could also be opportunities coming in March for new beginnings in careers. Some of you could be moving. These could be things you've been manifesting since January that start showing up. This could even be when your person turns up at your door and moves in with you, or you relocate together, or something big shifts in that way. So what does this mean for your twin flame journey? Divine feminine and power. So you're definitely that. And you're definitely empowering. I do feel this is more you than them. So this is them being very attracted to you and very drawn to you because you're in your power, because you're feeling good. So because you're in your power, everything's working out. And you are the most important thing in their life. And I feel they're going to show that to you in March. You're going to feel that way in March. And this is because you've made yourself priority. You've been working on self-love and giving back to you, and that's putting you into a position of immense power. What else does this mean for you? What else does this mean? Easter. You're preparing for Easter. Now, I'm not sure, I need to bring the Romance Angel cards in as well for this. I'm not sure what date Easter is. Let me have a look, okay? What date Easter is this year, because it could be in March. So Easter 2020. Now, obviously, Easter is about, it just went off there. Easter is about resurrection. So this could also be about the connection coming back to life. We've got the 5th of April. So the 5th of April is Easter. So you're preparing for Easter. Isn't that interesting? This has come up for the March, in March. So you're going to be preparing for Easter. So again, this could be rebirth. Maybe you're going somewhere for Easter. You're doing something. But it's really like a resurrection. Things are coming back to life. And you may even feel like intimately you've been brought back to life, especially if you haven't had any for a while, or you and your twin have put that on hold, or you haven't been intimate yet. It's coming back to life. So I feel your intimate drive is coming back to life as we move towards Easter. And you've got forgiving and learning coming through as well. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So this could also be a huge message about releasing the past and things that have been bugging you. Because what they're giving me is like a rogue hair flicking in my face there. So things that may have been bugging you or around you, I feel you're forgiving and releasing all those things. So this could even be like releasing exes, being free fully from karmic situations, things moving into place. So I feel March is going to be a very interesting, passionate, powerful month for you in all ways. Interesting. So April, and remember we've got Easter in April as well. And Easter is about resurrection. So what's the energy around Easter? Oh, movement. Look at this. Things moving forward in Easter. In April. But obviously Easter as well coming through significantly there. So the 8th could be significant. The 8th of April. Obviously Easter is the 5th as well. But this is about movement, travel. So you could be going somewhere in April. Perhaps you're going on holiday, vacation. You could be going on a road trip. You could be traveling with work. Things could just move forward. So things are shifting forward. So far, I feel it's a very powerful start to the year. Lots going on, lots of power. And I'm not surprised because remember, this is the year of the horse. So what I'm seeing in April is horses bounding forward. So things starting to move forward that perhaps have been stuck. So many of you are going to see lots of movement. And you've got Bridget saying caution is warranted, look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. So you may need to take your time because things are moving forward very quickly. So when things speed up, you must slow down. And then you don't rush into things, you don't make a mistake, you don't perhaps over-expect things, calm your energy down. So I feel the angels are saying to you, relax. Okay, things are moving forward quickly, but you must take it slow. And pay attention to what's going on. Caution is warranted. Now, this isn't a bad card. It doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen. It means you just need to be aware before you move forward. Look deeper into things before taking some kind of speedy action because there is speed around. So just take your time. Think before you do something. And that could also be because perhaps they come forward with all these plans and they want to move forward with you, and you have to just take a moment before you get swept up into the whirlwind of it all. What else do you need to know? Yeah, you've got to make the effort. I definitely feel they are intending to make the effort in April, or they will be, and this could be them coming in very fast, and you are perhaps thinking, hang on a minute here, what's going on? I need to slow down before I get swept up in all this emotion. So they are going to make the effort with you in April, because great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So they're being guided towards you. So there's going to be lots happening in 2026. This is where we've been connecting with since last year, you know, in 2025, about all these changes coming in December to April. Look at this. Oh my goodness me, you got the stag coming in. I feel there could be many unions in April, but from this point on. So I really feel resurrection. It's like coming together now, because the stag is the promise of union. It's also the masculine's transformation, but it's the promise of everything you've ever wanted falling into place. And because they're making the effort, because this love is worth it, you could very well come into union in April, or you could see other people coming into union in April, especially with the Easter and the resurrection. So the stag is the promise. So even if things aren't happening in April for you directly, it's a sign of things to come. And you're going to have this in vivid dreams. So you could have a vivid dream where you see a stag, or you could have a vivid dream where you are with your person is making the effort with you, or they are, you know, coming towards you very quickly, traveling to you. Perhaps in a dream you're being guided to slow down a little bit, not get swept up in it all. But they're going to make the effort, and you're going to be shown that through vivid dreams. And they're going to be having very vivid dreams about you. Interesting. Wow, this is going to be a powerful year. So what's happening in May? What's happening in May? What's the energy around May, please, angels? The energy around May, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, the first thing I'm feeling with this is there's lots of lessons being learned. So it's like you're looking back at everything that's happened, and things are finally making sense. Things are dawning on you. It had to happen that way, and I know now why. I understand. It makes perfect sense. So things are falling into place. You're starting to recognise why. So you're going to see a lot of growth in May. You may even see a lot of growth in your person. There could also be a boy in this as well. So first of all, there could be an age gap, and you're going to realise that everything happens for a reason. Age is illusion. But I'm getting like there could be an opportunity for some kind of growth with a child as well. So if you've got like a son, or they've got a son, there may be a significant change in May. So that could be like they turn a certain age, or perhaps they leave school, or they move into college, or maybe they get married if they're older, or, you know, they go through some significant event. And that may actually make your person proud, or it may make you proud, or it moves something forward, or it allows something to move forward in some way. But I'm feeling ultimately this is reminding you that you are growing and evolving, and so are they, and things are making sense. Yeah, Mystique, look at this for the horse there as well with the year of the horse. But Mystique is saying keep charging ahead, so things are going to move forward even quicker. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miracles and miraculous solutions to appear. So because of all the soul growth you've been doing, all the lessons you've been learning, things are going to keep moving forward. So again, May, significant for change, blessings on the horizon. This could even be promotion, things moving forward in business, more success. So far, I mean, it looks like 2026 is going to be a very powerful year for children as well. So it could be, if you want kids, again, this could be someone could get pregnant and find out they're having a son. Okay, so there could be, and again, the peacock's around this as well, which is confidence. So this could be a sign as well that some of you are going to have children. You're going to bring boys into the world as well. I mean, there is women in this as well, like girls and boys, but I feel that there's a boy is significant here. Someone could also make up with someone they've perhaps had an issue with, or there's something resolved with a boy child. But there could also be a lot of success with kids. So children, I've got like children coming of age, and that could be a big thing. Like, so for example, say if your person said in the past, I can't be with you until my children leave school, or I can't be with you until they've achieved certain things, or feel those things may be coming to fruition in May this year. Or maybe they've realised, well, they've learned what they needed to learn now. I've learned what I needed to learn now. So I can now leave and move on, knowing everything's going to be okay. So Mystic is bringing power in, power to move things forward, and an opportunity for children, or also connecting with your inner child. So if you're not wanting kids, or you haven't got kids and that's not part of your journey, then this is you tapping in with your inner child and also moving forward in that way as well. So perhaps doing what you love doing, focusing on your passions and your dreams. Now we've got separation. It says time apart from your partners on the horizon. So there could be some thinking time needed in May. Because obviously there's all this movement forward, but you may just need some time apart. So, and I'm not feeling this in a bad way. Some of you could have a separation because you may need that, okay? So just understand separation is preparation. It happens for a reason. It's always needed. It's always felt. You know if you're going to have time apart because you feel it inside before it happens. And it's like your higher self is needing that anyway. Your higher self is craving that to go within and process. But even when you're in a relationship with someone, every now and again you need a little bit of time to yourself. This could be you having time apart so that you do your own thing. You could go away with girlfriends, guy friends. You could perhaps spend time with family. You may go somewhere by yourself. So it's not necessarily about being in actual separation. It's about having time for you. Having time to do what you need to do for you. Okay, and understanding it's happening for a reason. But if there is any separation, it's preparation. That time apart will be needed for growth purposes, especially with this Page of Pentacles coming in. So if there is any separation coming in, it's going to move things forward in the long run because Mystique is moving things forward. And this could even be connected with children. So perhaps something goes on with their kids or with your kids and you need to just deal with that. And that could bring in some separation. Could also be a separation in a karmic capacity. So for example, they separate from their karmic partner and that affects their children and that moves things forward with you in May. So it's going to mean many things for different people, but you don't automatically think the worst and think, oh no, we're going to be in separation, because this could even be a karmic separation that affects kids, okay? So what else is going on? Wow, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You got the stag coming through in April, and you've got the stag coming through again, but this is the wild card in this deck. So this is the actual promise of union here. It says we are one, trust our union and our love. So if there is any separation or something is happening behind the scenes, you must trust the union because it is going to happen. They give me fear. So any fear that comes up in May in any way, keep trusting the love. And this is also for them as well, because if they are becoming separate from a karmic partner, they need to trust the love enough to move forward to you. And the Kundalini is rising within you. So again, a lot of passion. You felt that passion in April as well. And it's been building since February, March, April. A lot of power. Okay, and this is the deck I need. So what's the guidance, please, angels, for May? Flying out. We've got divine timing and we've got Easter again. Wow, now that's really powerful. So something may have shifted forward since Easter. Easter's definitely significant. But again, Easter isn't just about the season or the event. It's about resurrection. Things coming back to life. Remember, Jesus died on the cross on Good Friday, but he rose again. So it's about something rising again. So again, don't worry if there's like a brief time apart, or it will resurrect, it will rise again. Something will come back to life. So I'm feeling this as rebirth coming in again in May. Interesting, okay? Very powerful messages coming through. So we're going to do June now. So what's the energy coming in around June? So what's the energy around June, please, angels? Again, spontaneous movement. There's lots of fast energy coming in this year. Things are shifting. So this card, the Knight of Swords, is be ready for anything, because anything can happen at any time. This is when they can come towards you very spontaneously. They could reach out to you just like that. Like 1 minute you're single, the next you're in union. It's like it could happen that quickly. So something happening quickly, something turning around quickly, a surprise coming in, an offer, something happening quick that you may not be expecting. So unexpected blessings coming in June. And wow, look at this for powerful victory. We've got Amiga here. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And this could be a surprise. Now, keeping up the good work can mean in business or career. So if you're doing good work in your job, you may get a reward that comes to you out of the blue. So you could get an extra paycheck, a bonus. You could just get something magical happening, you're like blown away and it gives you a victory. You gain some kind of reward or success or promotion. Perhaps you weren't expecting it at all, or something changes for the better. It could be in love where suddenly out of the blue they turn up or they reach out and everything works out. So there could be more unions coming in again in June. So June could be a timeline for unions for some of you. Yeah, trust. So put your trust in God. Have faith in his plan. Trust the love. Instead of trying so hard to make something happen, step back and allow. This situation is calling for you to have faith, because faith will lead to victory. If you have faith, even a small amount, as a mustard seed, as Jesus said, it will lead to a huge victory in your life. It will move a mountain. Magic will happen. Great things will shift forward. Look at this, separation will end. Now, we talked about separation in May. So if there is any separation in May, it will end in June. So I don't feel it will be a big separation if time apart is needed. So separation between you will end. And you are a light worker. So maybe you've been working on your healing in June. Or in April, May, June. These are things you're doing. So you are a light worker and you're being called to action. So light work is about working your light. In other words, sharing your light with others in any capacity. So it could be in the job you're already doing, just being gentle, kind, helpful. Could be in a spiritual way. So you may even, start a platform, put yourself out there somehow on social media, or do a YouTube channel, or do something that helps you to work your light. And that's going to move things forward for you. And it's going to bring an abundance. Wow, so lots of abundance coming in. And I feel this could be out the blue. You're not expecting it. You may even decide to do something unexpectedly with your light work, and it brings in an abundance of money and success. And it's also so important that you have compassion in June. Compassion for others, especially as a light worker. So you don't judge anyone. And you rise up above your own ego and see things in a higher way. Or you have compassion for your person or their journey or your own journey. So you have compassion for others instead of judging others. And that's what being a light worker is. And when you have compassion, you're going to attract abundance in. So a very abundant life, a very abundant month as well. And remember, abundance isn't just about money. It's about feeling good. It's about happiness, health, feeling stronger. So there could be some extra health coming in around June where you feel good about yourself. So what about July then? What's happening in July? What's the energy around July? These cards are flying out, coming out straight away. Good news in July. There could also be good news around a girl. Again, if you've got children, because I feel children are significant in some way for some. So if you've got a daughter, there could be good news around your daughter around July or around their daughter. So again, this could be like perhaps they get into a relationship, or they get engaged or married, or they have a child themselves. So it could be a granddaughter coming through, or they could like get promoted, or they could graduate, or they could go through something like that. But really this is about you and how your life is progressing. So there's good news in July. You're getting good news. You may be receiving good news. You may feel good about everything you're doing in your life. So good things are coming in. You're feeling blessed. So in July, you're feeling blessed. They're making me work for these cards in July. So I feel this could even be like rewards for things you've been doing. You know, when you've put the work in, you're going to get rewarded for it. Now we've got, you may even be spending time alone to work out what to do. So Layla, first of all, is saying spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and your intentions, and ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Now, you may be doing that around the moon cycles as well. So you may want to kind of go out for a walk, or maybe go in nature, perhaps to a park or the ocean, and meditate and sit there relaxing and writing down your desires and your intentions and thinking about what you want. And that's good news. So the good news is that whatever you're asking for, you're going to be manifesting. And Adriana is saying to you, I am healing you and leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Now, I feel there could be a healing coming in for someone in July as well. This could be a physical healing because she's ascending the stairs. So this could be some kind of ascension. So if there's any kind of physical things you're going through during July, you're going to heal from them and you're going to move up to the next level. So anything you've been going through physically, emotionally, is to move towards the next stage of your journey. So you're being guided forward. The answer to your prayers is coming. Good news is on the way. Please listen to and follow the steps that I'm communicating to you through your intuition, your thoughts and dreams. So it's so important you have time to be able to decipher what the signs and messages coming to you are. And you can do that through going out for a walk, doing a mindful meditation, relaxing your mind and connecting with your angels and guides so you actually receive the guidance you need to hear. So if you've got a lot going on, you must be doing things like breaking free from technology, switching your phone off, having time for you, being away from things or people to understand what the next steps are. And there's also lots of passion in July as well. So again, opportunities to come together, to spend time together, to be intimate with each other. And this could even be the guidance you're receiving, how to move this to the next level. So there could also be some more intimate encounters in July or opportunities to come into union. It says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there could also be lots of matches in music. If you are musical, you may write more music, or you may have more ideas coming to you in that way, or there may be more opportunities to do something passionate with music. But I feel ultimately you're also going to be communicated with through music. You could go to a music event, you could go somewhere where there is music playing and it means something to you as well. But I feel they are definitely coming to you. I feel I've got this energy in 2026 of the masculines stepping towards the feminines. So see how he's kind of sweeping her off her feet there. You know, he's making the effort again there. So inner child healing, reparenting the self. And this is because the more good you are to you, the quicker things turn around. So when we reparent ourselves, we fill up our own cup. We give to our inner child all the things we're craving, all the things we're wanting. And then we don't crave or want it from another person because we're filling it up from within and from source. So you're doing things you enjoy. So reparenting the self could also be being good to your inner child, taking your inner child out on a date or going somewhere. It could be travelling again. You could be going on holiday. You could be going to a fair where there's roller coasters like a theme park, or you could be doing something your inner child loves to do. They show me things like skating or rollerblading, things like that. What else do you need to know? We've got pray. So remember, the angels say your prayers have been heard. So if you've been praying in July, or if you do pray in July, I mean, it's always good to pray all the time. But if you're praying in July like significantly, you're going to get answers to those prayers and they're going to come to you in quiet moments. You may even want quiet moments to pray. So you may find you perhaps going somewhere that you can pray. So some of you who perhaps go to church, you may want to spend more time in church, or you may want to spend more time in your sacred place where you perhaps connect with your angels, where you perhaps talk to Jesus, God, and you're going to feel better. So I'm kind of feeling July is a mixed bag of feeling all the passion and love for your person, but also connecting with your angels and working on self-love and self-care and light work. Very powerful. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, next month we're doing is August. So what's going on in August? Wow, look at this. Again, we've got relationship, partnership here. So again, there could be some unions coming together in August. Partnership can also be about work. So for any of you who perhaps want to partner up with someone, that may lead to success, because the Ace of Pentacles is also about success. It's about things manifesting. So if you partner up with your person in August, for example, there may be amazing rewards coming in between December and April 2027. If you're partnering up with a business partner or you're starting a new business, that could also be when you start to see rewards. So from August, you could perhaps see rewards or results 6 months from now. So this is a huge message about things moving into place. There could also be inheritance coming in for someone. Someone you love could perhaps leave you something. Or don't worry, I'm not saying anyone's going to pass away, but that could be for someone. Or again, there could be influxes of money. So this could be promotions. It could be things just falling into place in general. And lots of information coming to you. Be aware of what is going on because you're manifesting everything. But ultimately, I'm seeing this as a great message about love partnerships coming together, equilibrium, so a lot of equal balance as well, giving and receiving equally. This may be the month where things shift forward the way you've always wanted it to be. So your person gives equally to you and shows up for you and is there for you and is able to give you everything you give to them. And this could be a sign as well about December to April for some. So they could come to you in August and tell you what their plans are, and those plans to come to fruition between December and April 2027. So message coming through is Maya. Schooling, study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with the process. Now, this is about the school of life as well. So everything you've been achieving and going through in your life is leading to rewards and results. So if you've been doing self-care and healing you and working on you, it's very likely you're going to start seeing the rewards, especially between August and 2027, April, around that time. So I feel a timeline is opening perhaps on the Lion's Gate, from between the Lion's Gate portal on the 8th of August to April 2027 for everything to move into place. In many, many ways. Business with more money, success coming in, things showing up for you, rewards, money, increases in things like things moving forward in your business, and also in love. So this is really a card of learning and growth. So the school is like the school of life. Some of you could be going back to education or schooling, or maybe you're teaching in some way, and we're all teachers to each other and students of each other. But I'm seeing this really as a school of life, like everything you've been learning, you are receiving rewards for, which is really interesting. But I am feeling that timeline opening on the 8th of August until April as well. It's also an opportunity in August to heal family issues. And we learn, don't we? We learn through our family as well. We learn because our blood relations test our blood. They boil our blood in a way. So we learn in that way too. So your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So you may need to forgive your mum or your dad, or perhaps a sister, a brother, someone who perhaps you grew up with. You may need to forgive them, and that will bring a healing in. But you may be learning what your parents have perhaps taught you, or what they went through, or there may be an understanding of why these things happened. I do feel there could be a loss for someone. Now, and don't, obviously, you'll be expecting this. It's not me saying, oh, someone's going to die, I would never predict that. The only person who knows that is God. But I am getting this energy where there may be a loss, and you may look back and understand why perhaps your mum or dad did those things. So for example, when my mum died, I can look back now and understand why she perhaps did the things she did, or why she went through the things she did, because it was part of her journey and growth, but also because she was doing the best she could with what she was going through. So it's like things I may not have understood, I understand now, if that makes sense. And I feel someone may go through that. And this could be also because perhaps you're left money, or something moves forward. Or perhaps your mum and dad just give you a gift, or you get some blessing coming to you in some way. So I'm not giving you like a negative prediction of August. It's more like something could happen that brings in lessons and growth. So we've got make a decision. So there could be a decision coming in August as well. And this could be the decision to move towards union. Synchronistic events bring you together. So if you've kind of let go, surrendered and give it to God, you may run into them. And when you run into them synchronistically, like the universe creates the way, that could be when the decision is made to be together. So there's big things happening here, because obviously you've got this card of partnership. So they may also make a decision to be with you, and then the angels bring you together, so that you could also be seeing lots of signs through August as well. And space. So you may have given them the space, and then they make a decision and come forward. Or maybe they ask you for a bit more time to make a decision or make a choice. And that space will lead to a decision. And that will bring things to fruition between December and April 2027. So take how it resonates with you. But I feel this is also you taking space for yourself, allowing. Space could also mean something to do with actual space. So something could happen in space in August. There's something coming through. Like there could be like some moon landing. I don't know. Not a moon landing. But something could happen, in space. Like there could be like a special event, like some kind of astrological event, or something could actually happen with like a space voyage or a shooting star, or I don't know, an asteroid or something like that. That's what I'm getting. So let me just see what's going on in August. Yeah, we've got an eclipse. There you go. The new moon on the 12th of August is actually an eclipse. So that could be what I'm connecting with there. Interesting. Okay. Loving this reading. It's very powerful when we check in on the year in this way. So let's have a look at September then. So what's the energy, please, angels, around September? What's the energy around September, please? What's the energy around September? Straight on the floor again. So let me just grab that card. So we've got, yeah, I'm not surprised this has come out because it flew on the floor and then I really had to reach for it. So you've got it in reverse. So there may be some frustration or impatience around September. So you're guided to be patient in September. So if you get impatient, call on Archangel Honiel, the angel of peace, to help you to find inner peace, to ground you, to feel more at ease. Because there may be frustration. You may be getting impatient, especially if you've perhaps been told by your person they're going to make a decision, and you may just be a bit impatient during this month. So impatience coming up. Now September is also connected with Virgo. So we're in Virgo season moving into Libra. So this could also be why, because Virgo is about perfectionism, wanting something now, for example. So you may feel like you want something now. So it may not just be in love where you're frustrated or a bit impatient. It could be with work. You could be getting impatient with yourself. So I feel you've just got to kind of calm down and relax and breathe, because you're being guided to take action. Oceana is saying you've got to tune in with yourself. Okay, it says you're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So you may just be receiving the guidance during this month to be patient, because you're perhaps wanting to move forward. You know what your truth is. They know what their truth is, and you're being guided to be patient. This card's moving as well. Yeah, Bridget's saying caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. So you may want to take action or do something, but you're being guided to be patient instead. So your mind could cause you a problem in September if you're not careful. That's why I love doing these readings, because it's giving you the heads up now. So just be aware in September, if you start getting impatient, you think, right, I'm going to block them, or I'm going to do this or do that. The angels say, no, wait, breathe. Take a moment before you act, because you're being guided to stop being so impatient, wanting things to happen. And we all go through that at some times when we really want something. So you're being asked to calm down, slow down, take your time and have patience instead, because patience is power. And this could be with finances, it could be with career. So it's not necessarily about love. You may be frustrated with your money. You may be frustrated with your career. You may be a bit fed up thinking, I want things to move forward more quicker. So if you started a business, for example, you could be angry because something isn't happening, and you get angry at yourself. And you've got to be patient because things are moving forward. But when you plant a seed, you have to allow it to grow. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Could even be that they are sorting out their finances, and that could be delaying the union or delaying things moving forward. They could be tying up loose ends with a karmic partner, for example, or a business partner, and that could be delaying their future with you, and you're getting impatient about it. So you're being guided to have faith. And remember, this is a collective reading, so this could be them being impatient as well. They could feel like they are a failure, or they could be going through some fears within their own self. So how does it affect your union? Messages through music. So you're going to receive messages in music in September to perhaps be more patient. So you could hear, for example, patience by Take That. You can't miss out on what's meant for you, so be patient. So when you feel like you're going to miss out on something, you want to take action, you want to make something happen, and the angel's saying, whoa, slow down, you can't miss out on what's meant for you. So be patient instead. Step into your power as a divine feminine, which means work on gratitude, self-love, self-care, all the things you were doing like January, February and March that put you into your power. Do that in September, especially if you feel like you're getting, your ego's coming in and causing you some problems. Especially because September is closer to the end of the year. So if perhaps you've seen other people coming into union and you haven't yet, you may be starting to get a bit annoyed by that. And you may be panicking a bit about it, and there's no need to, because your journey's in divine timing. They're going to reach out. So if you're getting impatient, relax, because they will reach out. They will reach out, they will communicate, they will come back, something will happen. So you're being shown this card so that you can relax about it. So you don't cause problems for yourself that you don't need to be there by overthinking, being impatient and stressing out. Very powerful, okay? So interesting what the cards show. Okay, so October. One of my favourite months, because we got Halloween in October as well. I love the fall season. I love the smell of it. So what's happening in October? What's happening in October then? Wow, celebration. So this is great, because if you've been impatient in September, but you've learned how to be patient, it's very likely what you were waiting for in September comes to fruition in October. So in October, you've got celebrations, happy times, coming together, reconciliation. This could even be parties like Halloween parties, meeting up with people, meeting up with friends, family, doing things. So I feel October's going to be a celebration month. And you've got Sonia saying, I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. Now, isn't this interesting when we've got Halloween? Because we connect with Halloween and the other side. So, messages from your deceased loved ones. It says, I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So you may have your loved ones around you from the other side during October, which is really beautiful. Okay, I can smell burning. Nothing's burning, but I can smell burning. So just be aware in October that you don't burn yourself out. Okay, so you could burn yourself out. Perhaps you could burn some food. Just be aware. Perhaps make sure you switch everything off. That's coming through. Make sure you switch everything off before you go out, so you don't perhaps leave lights on, or you don't leave the oven on, or because there could be fire. I've got a fire coming through. Now, fire can also mean about passion and desire, but I can smell burning. So that may mean something to someone, or maybe someone passed in a fire or went through something like that. Perhaps they had issues in this area here. But I've got someone perhaps who passed away in a fire coming through around you. But your loved ones are around you in October because of the season, and they're telling you they love you and they care about you. And if anyone does pass away, okay, there is a sign there that they are always with you, okay? So I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So that's about knowing as well. Remember, you have to forgive yourself if someone passes away, and you have to forgive yourself knowing that everything happens on God's time. Everything is the way it's meant to be. So you can't kind of hold on to that pain thinking, if only I'd done something differently, or you have to let that go. We've got past life relationship. So you and your person have had a past life relationship. You've known each other before. And there could also be somebody coming through in spirity that you've known before. You've had a past life relationship with, or you were together in the past. But you've had a past life relationship with your person. They know it, you know it. So you could also be doing a lot of reflecting about the past, the person used to be, the person they used to be, or even about actual past lives. So you could have a past life regression, or maybe you have a reading to connect with the past lives. But remember, whatever you are doing in this life is for a reason. So for example, the angels are very clear with me. Yes, it's interesting to understand your past lives, but if you were meant to be living in that life, you still would be. You're in this life now, and this is the one the angels want you to be connecting with. And you've brought everything you needed for this life from a past life. So you brought with you from that life all the tools, all the lessons, all the things to be in this life now. So you've got the stag again. So this could even be them coming to you and saying, I know we belong together. I know we're meant to be. And the stag is the promise of union. So I've got various timelines coming through this whole year of where you could come into union, because there's going to be opportunities with this year of freedom, and there's going to be a move as well. So there could be a move. They could make their move in October, or they may move to you in October, or you may make a move or move in some way. So it could be a house move, a job move, could be someone moving in or out. Some kind of move is made to bring you together or to bring in a change. So something is definitely shifting in October. What else do we need to know about October, please, angels? We've got let go. The more you let go, the more things flow. They give me fear. So let go, especially if you want to move, or if you're wanting them to make a move, let go and let things flow instead of holding on, stressing or worrying. But I feel whatever you've been worrying about in September and October, things are going to move forward. I hope that helps, okay? And there could be a happy move. You could have a housewarming party. There could be a move that brings in a celebration. They could make a move that makes you very happy. Three of Cups can also be a reunion message. So they make a move, okay? Someone from the past returns, someone you've known before. So it could even be about an ex coming back in. But I feel it's very much about you reconnecting. So what's happening in November then? Thank you, angels. What's the energy around November? Yeah, I mean, this is powerful. There could be some delayed communication in November, but don't lose sight of who you are. Okay, you could even block someone or push someone out in November. So this could be about, we got perhaps the past coming back, perhaps an ex popping up around you. You could perhaps tell them you're not interested. Now, I'm not feeling an ex as in your twin. Like maybe your ex pops back up, or someone who is trying to get you back and you're like, I'm not interested. That's because you're in your power again in November. You're feeling sexy, you're feeling excited, you're feeling passionate, you're feeling confident. You may be very successful in your job, or you're just feeling good, and it's bringing people towards you. So you may actually want to push people away or block people out because you're saying, no, I don't want you in my life. I know what I want and who I am. And if there is any delays in communication between you and your person or anything like that happens, or perhaps you're waiting for a job or something like that to happen, if you're waiting for communication of any kind, just do you and be confident in who you are and have faith. You've got Shanti saying, I'm the angel of peace and I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So whatever's going on in November, there's going to be a smoother road ahead. You've got to find that inner peace. And Archangel Honiel will bring in a peace, especially if you are stressing about no contact or the fact that there's no messages or something, you're waiting for something to happen again. Have patience and faith and believe in yourself. But you've got peace there. So you've got the strength there with the lion, and you've got a lamb as well. So the lamb is about compassion, empathy, being a good listener, trusting the process, and finding peace and tranquility in whatever you're going through. Being a peacemaker, not a troublemaker. And we've got unrequited love. I've definitely got this feeling about you telling someone from the past you're not interested. You've got people coming in around you in November that you're not interested in. And you've got to tell them that. And that will lead to peace. So someone could be trying to cause a problem between you and your twin flame or get in the way. Because I'm not feeling unrequited love between you and your twin, because that would never happen. This is perhaps an ex popping up, trying to get you and get you back or get into your underwear, and you're saying, no, thank you, I'm not interested. Because there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep that relationship going. Now, this could also be a huge message about a karmic ending as well, because there's not enough chemistry or attraction with a karmic partner perhaps to keep it going. So that could also be creating a delay between you and your person if they need to release that. But I feel this is more that you've got people interested in you in November, and you're saying, I'm not interested. And you're pushing them away or closing the door on those situations to find inner peace. Isn't that interesting? You've got, choose. You may have to choose. You've got a choice. A choice between perhaps an ex and your twin, or people come, like you've got people wanting you. That's definitely what I'm connecting with. There's no other way I can say it in November. You've got interest. And you're saying, nope, not interested. Shutting the door on these people. It may be blowing you away how many people are actually hitting you up on social media or trying to slide in your DMs. So listen to your intuition. You are divinely protected. So Archangel Michael is always with you, shielding you, protecting you. If there is any delays in communication between you and your person at this time, then you are being protected at this time. So you could see rainbows or 444. But you can also ask for protection to listen to your intuition, to move away from other people. You may be listening to what they have to say if an ex pops back in, for example, but you are protected. You don't have to put up with it. And this could also be the case if you are dealing with perhaps the father of your kids or the mother of your kids, or, if you're dealing with someone that you have to have contact with, that you perhaps don't want anything else with, and they could be trying to get back in your good graces, and you're like, no, I'm not interested. So what's happening in December 2026 then? What's happening in December 2026? So first cut out is eventual positive outcome. So something that you've perhaps wanted for a long, long time could actually come to fruition in December. Eventual positive outcome. It's like, well, finally we're here. We're spending Christmas together. Or finally it's all falling into place. Or yes, it's coming. Or you finally get the answer you seek. Or you finally know what's going on. And you feel proud of that. You feel good. I feel this is definitely some of you spending Christmas together finally after perhaps a long time, or finally showing each other off to each other's family and friends, or finally receiving a ring, or finally receiving the gift you want, or finally it's coming forward in a physical way. What you've been dreaming about manifesting on the 5D is coming into the physical world, or you're being shown through your 5D world, it's coming into your physical world. So you could have a dream or something like that as well. But I feel this is a big message about things manifesting in a physical way, finally, that you've always wanted. And the answer to your question is yes as well. So this could even be if they propose to you. I feel there's going to be some proposals in December, marriage proposals, proposals about the future, and you're going to say yes. Because it's finally working out. It's what you've always wanted, which is really powerful. What else? You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So you may even get an animal together. You could get a cat or a dog, and you're thinking, wow, finally we've got everything we've ever wanted here. So you could actually meet their animals, or you could have animals together. You could also have animals around you from heaven saying hello to you. You may feel them around you, but you have a special bond with animals. You could also receive signs through animals or signs through nature. And you've got flirt, so extend your light-hearted energy to others. So what I'm feeling in December is be playful, be flirty. And this doesn't necessarily mean flirting with other people. It means just be light-hearted in your energy. You know, be kind, be generous, flirt with life, and enjoy everything you're doing. And this could really be as well you and your person flirting with each other. You've definitely got something showing up here as well. And I feel this is like the relationship coming to fruition. But, you know, if it's still in the works, if it's still not quite there, you could have a lot of flirty communication in December. So it could be moving towards the next step or just heating up between the two of you. So things are shifting in December in a good way. So I feel you're going to be like, finally we're flirting, or finally we're in union, or finally we're spending Christmas together. Because you're manifesting your dreams. And use gratitude to boost your mood. So again, use gratitude moving into the new year, into 2027. Use gratitude to boost your mood, to feel good. You're manifesting your dreams. Everything is working out. Things are coming to fruition. Things are making sense. So relax. So relax in December. You may also want to have some time off. You may want to meditate. And look at this. The answer is yes. The angels are confirming what we've said here. So yes is the answer to your questions. Things are happening finally. Eventual positive outcome. If you meditate, you may also get the answer yes. So relax about that. You may be given the answer yes because you could be panicking about something. The angels say, hey, relax. The answer is yes. You're going to get where you want to be eventually. And this can be about, so I'm feeling a few things. I'm feeling like some of you are going to definitely be in union. So you'll be spending Christmas together. Some of you could come into union in December itself, or you could already be in union in December, or you may start really, the connection could really start heating up and moving forward. So you know your union is coming. So you could be flirting and connecting in that way. Look at this card moving here. Got two cards getting my attention. Children and communication. So you may even have a communication about having kids, or you could meet their kids because it's Christmas time. So, or you could speak to them over a phone call, or maybe you do like some kind of Zoom call, or you could be communicating with their children, or they could be communicating with your children. Or maybe you are pregnant and you are communicating with your own bump. But something big is happening. So our amazing message to end the year on, where the angels are saying to you, hey, you're manifesting your dreams because you've used gratitude since January to boost your mood, and everything you want is coming to fruition. Finally, it all falls into place. So I hope this helps have a magical week, a magical year, a magical month, month by month. And after I post this as well, I'm sure, because I'll do this as a premiere, so hopefully our soul brother Victor will timestamp the months as well so you can check them out. Have a wonderful day, a magical year, Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.